good evening, and welcome back to Dreams of the Witch House. This particular silly playthrough in Iron Man mode, where I'm doing too well. Oh, game saved. So, last time, we managed to kill Brown Jenkins. The dead rat is in the sack. The creature might have scientific value, maybe I should just toss it into the bin. But I should get rid of it soon before it starts to stink. We can go show that to Professor Armitage. It is dawn, it is Friday. What is going on in my pocket calendar? I have an exam today, oh no! I've made a huge mistake. I don't... Let's see if I remember any of those exam questions. I've made a huge mistake. I've made a huge mistake. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Right. Let's go do my exam. Oh. It's very melancholic music we've got there. Alright, let's see if I remember these. Electromagnetic induction is the production of an electromotive force across... I'm going to say an electrical conductor in a magnetic field. This one I know. What elements did Faraday suspect to be connected? Water, earth, wind, and fire. I want to say electricity, magnetism, and light. This one I know. How Faraday visualized electric and magnetic fields. With lines of flux emanating from a charged object? I'm quite sure about this. What creates magnetic fields? Moving electric charges. Easy. This is almost too easy. Maybe I aced the test. The exam results should be on display after the weekend. I hope I aced the test. I do not remember any of that one. Since I'm hoping that I aced the test. Let's go see Armitage and let's go give him a dead rat. I'm sure he'll love it. Come in, the door's open. Yes. And yes, I'm still doing the voice acting. Of course I am. Ooh, exhibit the dead rat. I need to show you something. This is connected to the incident in my apartment that we were talking about. What is it? Have a look. Nice. Dear God! What is that thing? This thing has been terrorizing my sleep. Look at it. It has the face of a bearded man. Don't start. Yes, I see it. Just like you said. And the paws resemble human hands and feet. What a curious specimen it is. I managed to poison it, finally. This is interesting. What do you make of it? It must be some kind of rare mutation. To see this with my own eyes, this confirms that you weren't dreaming. This thing was actually terrorizing you. Mr. Dexter, our professor of zoology, would be thrilled to examine this. It would be a fitting addition to Miskatonic University's collections. Would you be willing to donate this specimen to the university? Sure. You'll be compensated, of course. The standard fee is $3. How many? It's a deal. How much money do I spend on poison? I'm glad to be rid of the thing. Actually, no, I didn't spend that much because I made my own. Pretty good. Have we got anything new to tell him about the lodging house? The strange rat's right there. Seems you were not dreaming after all. I've seen it with my own eyes. What do you make of it? It's some kind of rare mutation. Walter, we've just had this conversation. Agreed. About the old hag I saw appearing in my room. Do you have any more information about her? I'm afraid not. We need something more concrete on her. Another source or a witness before we can make any conclusions. Right. That's all evidence I have at the moment. We should probably leave. And I should get working on my thesis paper, the occult science, because I've only done one part of it. I also need to... The Enlightenment introduced the concept of clockwork universe, where the world was seen as a perfect machine. Knowledge of old was ridiculed and banned. However, in the 20th century, we are learning that the universe is stranger than we ever imagined it to be. As new scientific discoveries are made, we find ourselves drifting further away from the universal theory. There's a chaos that we can't understand. The clockwork is skipping time. I'm hungry. I'm very tired. Well, you had a busy day. So, let's celebrate by going to get something to eat. Oh, hello, Allison. Walter! Isn't this a surprise? Hello, Allison. Would you like to do something together? I also have some free time. Maybe a cup of coffee. That sounds great, but I don't have any money on me. Oh. Well, Allison, you're looking at a man who just killed a rat, and that earned me $3. So, it's on me. Well, I could buy you a cup of coffee. Really? Sure, no problem. Alright. How nice of you. Let's get going then. Women like it when you kill a horrible mutant rat with the face of a man. Whoever's been quite shifty lately. That's one way of putting it. Come on, Walter. Let's talk about something a little more interesting. Like what? Sports? That's even worse. You're right, scratch that. Well, there you have it. Something that we have in common, a dislike for sports. It's better than nothing. So, this was nice, but I need to get going. See you around. Got your nose, Piper. Do I need anything? Earplug, sleeping pills, rat poison. Could I, for instance, feed this poor young urchin a hearty meal? I don't want to give that away, damn it. He's thought of everything. Let's get a meal, though. Yay! I should keep the hunger away for a while. It's, the more you play this... Oh, it's nighttime. The more you play this game, it's, if you know anything about H.P. Lovecraft himself, Walter's dietary, plan is very similar... Damn it, nothing. Very similar to H.P. Lovecraft, which is probably why he died of colon cancer. What the... What? What's happening? There's a violet pulsating light in my window. What's happening? Can't reach it from here. So I haven't really talked about it yet, but obviously the game uses this purple or magenta color. I don't know when. Maybe it was Stuart Gordon's adaptation of From Beyond, where they started using this color, this magenta color. Color Out of Space also uses it. So it's kind of become the go-to color for Lovecraftian stuff, and that's because magenta isn't a natural it isn't a naturally occurring color. It's man-made, so it's like it's a good way of representing a color that doesn't exist in our universe. It's a neat idea. I think it's effective in its own way. And it definitely means you can get these interesting shots and films, very Dario Argento-ish, that you can do some nice colors and lights with. I'm wet, and I'm very tired. I should probably go to sleep. Oh, crap. Oh, no. I thought I avoided it. Nos solmus maleficti fortuna prosperus et abunde... What? Huh? What's happening? Where am I? Who are you? What do you want from me? Enough of this. Let me go. I want to wake up now.
Going so soon? Why, we're just beginning.
Didn't get much sleep. I had restless dreams. I plunged into a roaring twilight abyss. Then the dream changed. I was inside a witch's hut. There was a hideous hag that wanted something from me. Or was she teaching me something? It felt disturbingly real. My earplugs have degenerated beyond use. I need to buy a new pair. What a cold day it is. Smooth as sandpaper as always. I'm very tired. So, the two choices are, I can either go to the coffee shop, get some coffee to boost my tiredness level, or I could just go straight back to sleep. And that would guarantee me a good sleep at least, I think. Oh, you know what? No, I don't have any earplugs. Let's go get a coffee. We'll get a coffee, and then swing by the shop, get some earplugs, and then we can go study. Could get a newspaper from the kid. How many? I've got $4. Yeah, let's not. Good morning, sir. What can I do for you today? I would like to purchase some earplugs, which cost $2. You need to learn to make those yourself, sir. Do-do, do-do. Bum, 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 bum. Right, since I have the weekend free, I don't need to... Ooh, there's a newspaper right there. Thank God I didn't buy one. I wonder if Joe's in. We should go talk to Joe. Don't want to miss it if I take it.
Where's my newspaper, German?
Arkham Advisor, March 27th. There's a special all-you-can-eat buffet at the Arkham Fish Market today. It's only $1. Well, that's useful. I'm satiated, though. We might swing by anyway.
It's open. Hey, Walter, what's up?
Nothing, I'm just here to... look around. There's nothing I really need to do anymore. Looks like some valve or some gear of some kind. Probably part of a loom. Bottles? Bunch of empty bottles lying on the floor. Huh. I wonder what they contained. Wait a minute. This bottle smells like alcohol. If I'm not mistaken, that's bootleg whiskey. Seems like Joe has a secret vice. I wonder where he got the alcohol from. Well, one way to find out, we could ask him. Hey, Joe.
Yeah?
Ask about acquiring alcohol. I couldn't help but notice that you had acquired some alcohol.
What? It's purely medicinal. It's medicinal. I have problems with indigestion.
I don't mean to pry, I was just curious where I could get some for myself.
Well, if you have a condition, you can ask the apothecary at the drugstore.
There must be another, shadier distribution methods as well?
Well, I've heard that there's a guy near Orange Gangway. But you should stick to your books, Walter. You don't look like the drinking type.
Sure, thanks for the tip. Location added to the map. Well, I feel bad now because we don't need to ask Joe for any planks of wood anymore. Joe, our relationship. I was building such a nice relationship based on my need for wood. What a sad day it is. Oh man, she's not going to clean that up until Monday, and I can't do it. You know what we should do? Let's work on my paper. Because I have done nothing. Coffee keeps me going. I'm exhausted. Ooh, my fury went up 7... Ooh, we're almost there, actually. Exhausted. And I'm cold. Let's put the fire on. Why not? We're not... I barely ever use it. I should really put it on for a bit. That'll help me sleep. In fact, I wonder if I should just go to sleep now. There. Because I am exhausted. Yeah, you know what? I'm exhausted. I'm too exhausted to study. I'm gonna go sleep. Use the last of my pills to sleep. I slept well. It's the middle of the night, but I slept well. I will continue working on my paper. And then... astrology, witchcraft, white magic, alchemy, and so-called hermetic writings laid the foundations of modern science. But important parts of this knowledge were lost with the Enlightenment. These dark arts that the majority of people shun away from might contain missing pieces to the puzzle. We could unlock the unfathomable secrets if we studied them with an open mind, using our understanding of the quantum world. Whoops, I skipped the other part. The first part of my theorem is complete. That was an easy introductory part. Next part will be the body of my essay, where I list my examples. Writing will be a more challenging task. I'm hungry. Oh, I didn't go to the fish thing. Ah, well. Too bad. I need to raise my occult. My occult needs to go up. I'm very tired. What a cold day it is. I stayed up all night reading occult stuff as usual. That's the 1920s equivalent of staying up and watching creepypasta on YouTube, right? Right, so this game is becoming like real life because I've officially ruined my sleeping pattern. It's too real. It's too real, man. Sometimes this game is just like, oh no. This is just my normal life. Well. Let's go to Orn's Gangway, and maybe the island. We haven't been on... Oh yeah, the boat should be ready by now. Let's go to Orn's Gangway first. The residents have hung their laundry out dry between the houses. Judging from the ragged clothes, they must be quite poor people. Good wooden door. A street kid is hanging out, checking out the lay of the land. He's kind of tough looking. I need to use my street smarts when dealing with him. Walter, I don't think you have street smarts. Come on, guy. Excuse me? Huh? I heard that you could get some liqueur around here. Could you point me in the right direction? I think you heard wrong. Or maybe you're lost. Anyway, I don't know anything about it, so just best keep walking. Or to bribe the youngster, persuade the youngster to tell me more. Well, given the fact that there's cigarette butts all over the ground here, and I do have a pack of cigarettes that we borrowed from Mr. Strombowski, maybe I can offer you something in exchange for the information. We'll see about that. What do you got? Let me see. Pack of cigarettes? Excuse me? Can I offer you a pack of cigarettes? Alright. Let's say I did know something. How do I know I can trust you? You could be a bureau agent for all I know. Could mention Joe, but I don't really want to get Joe involved. That could backfire. My name is Walter Gilman. I'm a student at Miskatonic University. I won't cause any problems. I just want some liquor so I can relax from my studies. Right, well, you do look like a bookworm. Okay, well, I guess we'll mention Joe then. Joe Murrowitz is a friend of mine. He wouldn't have told me if he didn't trust me. Guess so. So are you going to help me or not? If you're a student, you must have a way of proving it. What? Prove that you're a student and not some bureau errand boy. After that, I'll see what I can do. Alright, I'll be right back. There's absolutely no way a member of the FBI could fake a student card, so he must be a student. This is my student card. Will you believe me now? Okay, relax. Just to make sure that you're clean. So what do you want? Can you get me alcohol or not? That's a tall order. Arkham coppers take prohibition seriously. But I can get you a bottle of corn whiskey. Sounds good. How much is it? $3. Do we have a deal? Lock the deal. Sure. Come back the day after tomorrow around midnight. Knock 6 times on the door over the road there. That way Pete knows you're there for business. And be sure to bring the money with you. Now beat it. I'll mark the date on my calendar. It was nice doing business to you, young man. Alright, we have that sorted out. How much money do I have? $2. Although, I should get some money tomorrow. Oh, hey. Do I really want to talk to the fisherman? Oh, because it means doing the gotta talk to him. Excuse me. What's in your mind, young feller? No, nothing new. Oh, chit-chat. How's the fishing today? Nothing biting now. That's too bad. Bye. Sure. Let's get on the boat. Oops. Hey, old man. I'm not that old. Sorry. I just wanted to let you know that I fixed your boat. Did you now? Well, I'm a man of my word. I'll let you use old Betty. Just don't do anything stupid with her, like marrying her off. And return here once you're done. Sure thing. The moment of truth. Let's see if the boat floats. Now off to the island. Not bad at all. The boat only took on the slightest amount of water. What's that there? Alright, let's have a look around the island. Driftwood. Looks dry enough. I might need some firewood. Sure. It's too large to carry. We should probably look at this sign. It's an official looking weather-beaten sign. Miskatonic River Standing Stones. Surprisingly little is known about the Miskatonic River Standing Stones. They were probably erected between 1000 BC and 1500 BC, but the most popular theory is that they were erected by the Wanapong Indians that lived in the Massachusetts area. When the Pilgrims arrived in 1620, they called them the Devil Stones and started to avoid the island, hence the name Unvisited Island. Curiously, the Wampanoag claimed that the stones were already standing when they colonized the area. Most of the symbols engraved into the stones are common Indian petroglyphs depicting animals and tribal leaders. To this day, the use of the 8 standing stones is still unknown. They were probably associated with religious rituals, of which we have little or no archaeological trace other than the stones themselves. Sign erected and maintained by Arkham Historical Society with a generous donation from the Orne estate. So they just assumed that they were Native American. Just like, oh yeah, it must be Native American. And the Native Americans like, I no idea, man. They were there before we even got here. That's not us. This plant differs from the rest of the shrubbery that's growing in the area. I think I recognize the plant. It must be lavender. It is a multi-purpose plant and used to treat many different ailments. Its flowers look dry and faded. It must have suffered through the winter. I could try using it in my chemistry experiments. Even though the lavender plant isn't at its best, it still may contain useful substances. We'll try to gather the good parts. That took you an hour, huh? Jeez. The hole in the rock is an uneven surface and runs down quite deeply within. I don't know what it's for, though, or what to do with it. Let's have a look at the standing stones. What a magnificent sight. 8 huge stone pillars are placed in a symmetrical formation. They remind me of Stonehenge in Britain. There's a small carving on each one of them. I wonder who erected these here on the island, and how they hauled the huge stone blocks across the Miskatonic River. Maybe they were from a time when there was no river. It's a large man-made stone, one of 8. There's a small carving on the face of the stone. Uh-huh. A strange symbol has been painted on the stone. There's a curious small circle etched under it. What is their meaning? I have no idea what these lines symbolize. Maybe it's some kind of road map? A blueprint of a small village. Doesn't budge at all. A small white circle. I can see a track etched around it. Oh, it's a beaver. Is it? It looks like it's been run over. That's, yeah. Nothing happens. I thought it was a turtle. A horned man with long toes or nails, probably depicting some kind of medicine man or a shaman. I'm sure, Walter. I'm sure that's exactly what it is. Touching the petrograph doesn't do anything. This might be a goat. I wonder if it means something. Or is it just a picture of a goat? God, that sounds like my Silent Hill playthrough. Oh. Now, this could have deep meaning and connected to X, Y, and Z, or I could be making it up, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I think that depicts a bison. Must be a common theme in American Indian imagery. A circle with a cross in the middle inside another circle. Probably just means something, but I have no clue what it might be. Sir, that is a valve handle, and I've played plenty of survival horror games, so I'm an expert, and I can tell you that's a valve handle, sir. Oh god, I'm having Alan Wake 2 flashbacks. It's not a loop, it's a spiral. Touching the petrograph doesn't do anything. It's a spiral, or a coil. I don't know if it means anything, or if it's just a direct decorative engraving. Walter, you've seen this. Almost on a nightly basis, you've seen this. This looks strange. Is it a horned man wearing a decorative clothing? Could be depicting a shaman or tribal leader. Alright. Well, it was interesting, but nothing much came of it, unfortunately, so back on the boat. Here, old man, I brought your wife back. What's on your mind, young feller? What about the standing stones? Can you tell me anything about them? I don't like them. Old folk used to call them the devil stones. I'm not a superstitious fella, but I wouldn't mess around with those. Yes, they look curious. Nobody really knows who put them there. Some say they're older than the Indians. Does anyone know what their purpose is? Nope. They've studied the stones for decades and still ain't any the wiser. The professor said it have something to do with religious practices. I could have said the same thing. Don't need to be a professor to know that. Now I got some fishing to do. Alright, take care. Sure. Alright, I'm hungry. Very tired. I'm cold. More importantly, I should... No, let's go home. No, let's... My choice is get a coffee or go hungry. How hungry am I? You know what? Let's spend my last $2 on a meal. Why not? Nothing like a warm meal on a chilly day. I'm freezing. Let's go home then. Right. Well, I found some driftwood, so let's put used to it. Oh god, I'm actually freezing. Chance to get sick. It is dusk. Right, I'm going to attempt to fix my sleeping pattern. Put the fire on. Still dusk. I guess I could do some reading. But, oh no. Damn it, not again. Great. Oh, I need to speak to this. Oh god. She actively hates me. Yes, what is it now? The light bulb in my room blew out again. Again? You wouldn't leave the light on unless you really knew, Joe. Alright, I'll replace the bulb. Might take a few days. Very well. I have a lot of issues with that woman. Particularly the fact that it takes her many days to get a light bulb. It's 1929, but come on. I don't think I can, yeah, I don't think I can read in the... No, it's too dark to study. Well, then the only thing I can do is go to sleep. So much for trying to fix my sleeping pattern. Oh. Fiddlesticks. This place again. Anything new in the crate? Nope. Alright. Now, where was I when I got so far into this place? I need to work on my maths. There it goes. Okay. Let's go in that way. Let's follow it. Do you know anything about this now? They must be the Elder Things. This entity is the Crawling Chaos, a god of 1,000 forms. Nyarlathotep. Horrible and mysterious messenger who travels between the stars and dimensions, advancing its dark agenda. Why are the Elder Things dealing with this hideous entity? Could it be that that's what they're worshipping? Uh-oh. Sounds pretty close. What was through here again? Ah, yes, the brain jar room, which that may be something to do with Amigo. Ah, yes, I was in the middle of looking at this. I was going to move one of these down. This thing's heavy. I can't go walking around with it. Put that in there. Perfect fit. Something happened. Console? Some sort of console rose up from the floor tile. There's a single button on it. I have a feeling that this button activates the machine. Dare I push it? Things go south, I guess I'll just wake up, right? No. Let's leave that. Unless... Let's do this. Let's give it a try. Here we go. I felt a little tingling sensation, but nothing seems to have happened. Ow! Something's tugging at my mind. Oh. Okay, so basically this thing will heal you. I was hoping that I could use it to fix my tiredness, but that's no. That's just a no. I was really hoping I could use it to invigorate myself. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Thee again. And as oh, my head. I'm losing control. Ah. Oh. I didn't get much sleep. I had restless dreams. I was again in that strange building with otherworldly architecture. Maybe because I used that machine, it somehow, like, kicked me out of the dream. Let's go back to sleep. He's gonna sleep all day. I slept well. Yay! It is, oh, it's morning. I'm peckish and cold. Alright, let's go check the mail. Well, actually, let's go to the university to check my score. Ha! I got an A+. Aunt Margaret will be happy to hear about this. Our next course is Calculus D. Required reading for the course is Elements of Algebra. My math skills will come in handy. The next lecture is April 2nd. The exam is April 6th. What math skill? I need to work on my maths. I don't even think I've read the math book a single time. I think the only way I've learned maths is through those weird dreamscapes in the alien dimension. That's probably not a good way to learn about maths. There it is. So it is in 4 under E. It's time for maths. We've all been waiting for this. Holy crap, it's one that's down on the bottom. Oh, wow. I was expecting to have to use the ladder. We've had to do that every single time. Right, let's get the maths book out. I really wish. I never got a chemistry one. That's so disappointing. Or a book. Certainly. Have a good day, sir. And while we're here, we'll go see Armitage and give him our paper.
Hello, Walter.
About my theory.
Yes?
About publishing my theory.
If your theory meets the scientific requirements, we would be happy to publish it. I can take a look at it now, to see if it's ready to publish.
Yes, I would like to hear your comments on it.
Let's see what we have here. The Occult Science by Walter Gilman. You got my attention.
Now we could go look around his, Fusili's the Nightmare. Ghastly painting. Yeah, it's the, picture of the devil that's sitting on someone's chest. Excuse me, how does it look? Have you had enough time to form an opinion on my theory?
Alright. Yeah, I think I have the grasp of your current status with your theory. This is professional work, Walter.
Yes, I agree.
Your theorem is ready to be published. Just say the words and I'll send it to print.
Yes, let's publish it.
Very well. The university will pay you $5 for your article.
Thanks.
If you wish to extend your theory, the university will happily publish your follow-ups.
Yes, it will be a 3-part essay.
Very good. Just bring the new essays when you're done, and I'll see if they're ready for paper. I'm interested to see how you justify your claims in the follow-up.
Alright. Can we ask about the special collection yet? I'd like to ask you about the special collection.
Sure, what did you have in mind?
I'd like permission to examine the special collection.
There's some bad news.
What is it?
Well, apparently there was an accident in the basement. A water pipe burst and open, and it's pouring hot steam all over the basement. I'm sorry, but the basement is out of use until it's fixed.
Damn. Not my lucky day.
Don't worry, I'm sure it'll be fixed soon enough. There should be our top men working on it. Come back in a day or two when it's fixed.
Okay, so we can't get the special collection yet. However, let's go downstairs and check it out. Oh yes. That looks dangerous. The pipe must have burst open. I wouldn't want to burn myself with the hot steam. Don't want to mess with the pipes. The plumbing isn't my area of expertise. I can't turn the knob with my bare hands. Some kind of knob is attached to the pipes. There's a screw thread on the knob. Looks like something's missing. But where did we see such a device? Otherwise known as God's Key. Alright, it is noon. Let's study maths. Since I haven't done that yet. I did it. I got slightly better at math. No, not even. Not even slightly better. One more time. Why isn't the fireplace on? Alright. Wait, my occult went up. Did I click the wrong book? Even my subconscious wants to learn the occult more than maths. That's very true to real life, actually. I'm a bit hungry. but I'm tired and I'm cold, so I should probably just go home. Plus, I want to go talk to Joe.
It's open. Hey, Walter, what's up?
Because he has a valve. This might come in handy. Hey Joe, could I borrow this valve for a while?
Huh?
You want that? You want to borrow it? Yes, I want to borrow it.
Go ahead. Scrap from a broken room. It's been lying there forever.
Thanks. Goodbye, Joe. I haven't even put his chair back. That's real bad. I got some mail. Aunt Margaret has sent my weekly allowance. There's $12 in the envelope. Which brings us to a total of 17. Pretty good. Oh. Let's see. Let's see if she's got my bulb. She probably won't.
Yes, what is it now?
Do you have the new light bulb for my room yet?
I haven't got round to it yet. Maybe tomorrow.
She hasn't left the house all day, has she? Maybe I can go ask at the store if they sell them and just buy one, because it's ugh. Oh, that woman. Right. There is not much I can do right now. I guess go to sleep. There's not much I can do with the light being bust. Oh no! Not again. This place again. Let's have a proper look around this time. This drawing looks like some kind of code or instruction. The main features are an 8-angled star polygon. There's 8 markers drawn on its tips. It's surrounded by arrows that go clockwise. And the symbol of a sun. There's a curious looking symbol at the center of the star. Oh, a strange looking symbol is drawn in the middle of the star. It's a spiral or coil. Is it just decorative engraving? Have I seen it before somewhere? Yes, Walter, you have. So this is the clue of what to do with the standing stones on the island. The symbol in the middle, spiral or coil, and it's an 8-pointed star going clockwise. So that's what we've got to work with. There's nothing in the cradle except a worn-out pillow, and that I don't need. I don't think I have any use for lavender. I don't have any use for foxglove. What are you talking about? You don't have use for foxglove. I don't think I need any of this old junk. What is it? It's just old junk. Most of the pans and bottles are broken or covered with filth. The top shelf board is completely broken and collapsed. Worn sack with some kind of green stuff in it? I don't need any grain right now. Also looks like the sack's been lying there for decades. Jars. There's lots of different kinds of potions, ointments and oils here. I think I can make sense of this with my chemistry expertise. Most of the bottles contain raw alchemical ingredients. The rest are special mixtures with specific effects. But we don't really need them right now. No, we don't really need to use them right now. Nor do we need to use the alchemical station. I think I know how to operate this alchemical station. It works pretty much the same as modern chemistry set. The ingredients go into a clay pot on the left. The heat is applied by igniting the sulfur crystals below. The distillation process will separate the components. The new mixture will condense in the flask on the right. The difficult part is to get the proportions right. Superglue, rat poison, witch's oil? When did I learn how to make witch's oil? I don't remember that at all. Ooh, trapdoor. The trapdoor is secured with a padlock. I can't open it without a key. What about the books? I don't want to touch the books. I don't want that nasty looking mold on my hands. This part of the wall is covered with drawings of strange symbols, lines and curves. Some of the figures resemble mathematical symbols, but it's too cryptic for me to understand. I need to study more of the occult and math. He's right, you know. Not sure what I should be doing here. Yeah, no, we can't do anything there. Let's look at the book. The book seems to be put together from several bits and pieces of text, all from different time periods. It deals with the wizard Ebon's exploits and journeys through something. I clicked away. I didn't get much sleep. I had restless dreams. I was inside the witch's hut again. I remember seeing a curious symbol and some kind of chart. It seemed important in the dream. I'll make a quick sketch of it while I still remember it. The whiskey deal is happening tonight. Fortunately, I have plenty of money. I'm a bit tired, though. I think it's too early to go to the school. I can't really do anything at the moment. What if I just rest? Oops. Yeah, we'll rest for a bit. There we go. A good rest. It is morning. Let's check the mail. I got some mail. Aunt Margaret sent me some money because of my success in my studies. There's $8 enclosed, which brings us to a grand total of $25. Wow, I could practically buy my own house back then. That's a lot of money back now. Right. I'm hungry and tired, but it's not affecting me right now, so let's go to the university. Let's go fix the pipes. Because we have the holiest of holy instruments from video games, the valve handle. It fits perfectly. And now to turn it. Whee! Valve handle. Fixed it. Guess I shut down the water flow from the pipe. Alright, let's go talk to Professor Armitage. Let him know. Maybe you'll let me go see one of these, special collection books.
Come in, the door's open. Hello, Walter.
I'd like to ask you about the special collection.
Sure, what you have in mind?
I'd like to examine the special collection.
I'm sorry, but the basement's still out of use.
No. It's fixed now.
Really? I haven't been informed of that.
Everything's working fine now.
Alright, I'll take your word on it. And why would you want to do that?
My research and my theory requires more resource material.
Yes, I can see that. Your theory shows a lot of promise. Normally, I would recommend first-year students to examine the collection, but I think in this case we'll make an exception. What book do you want to examine?
Actually, I don't know yet. I don't know any of the books in the special collection.
That's unfortunate. In that case, I suggest you search them in our library catalog. When you know what book you're interested in, come back and we'll talk more.
Alright. Okay, let's go do that now. Let's see, index. Ooh, special collection. The Book of Eben, Cults de Ghouls, The Vimis Mysteries, The Necronomicon, and Unsprechen Ziliken Kulten. Well, I can't not study the Necronomicon, can I? I have to. If I don't, think of my reputation. The Necronomicon. The infamous Necronomicon by the mad Arab Abdul al-Hazred. I've heard about this book. It's supposed to be one of the most famous of occult grimoires. It should be perfect research material for my essay. It's funny because of like movies like Evil Dead and stuff, everyone assumes like the Necronomicon is this like horrible, vile book made from human flesh. And it's like, no. It's just in every university has a copy. When you read Lovecraft's work, there's always like, I think it's the festival where a character goes to a house of some relatives, let's say, and he sits down and there's the Necronomicon is literally on the coffee table and he just reads it. It's not really a forbidden, it kind of is a forbidden book, but it's more widespread than you think. There are different issues, and different issues have different editions, and some editions don't have all the stuff in there. But it's just funny how every so often you see the Necronomicon pop up, and it's sometimes in the most mundane situation. It's very funny. I know which special collection book I want to study.
What book would you like to examine? The Necronomicon. The dreaded book of the dead by Abdul al-Hazred. Known as Al-Asif in its original Arabic name. It's undoubtedly the most famous of the occult grimoires. We have the unabridged Latin version by Olaus Wormus, dating back to the 17th century. Only a few copies exist, so treat it extra carefully. Very well. The study room is currently empty, so I can reserve time for you right now.
Great.
Alright, follow me.
This is working out really well. I wasn't expecting to be able to go study it right away.
We keep this door locked at all times. So, here we are. It's a bit gloomy in here, I'm afraid. You see, this is just a temporary location for the collection until we find a new secure place for it.
It's alright, I don't mind.
Good. Your book is there waiting for you on the table. And here's the key for to the study room.
Thanks.
Keep the door locked at all times, and once you're done, drop the key into the box. The student assistants will take care of the rest.
Sure.
And one more thing. Don't study these books too hard. They have a way of getting to you.
Okay.
I mean that. These are, for lack of a better word, evil books. They're kept under lock and key for a reason.
I see. But I don't really care. How dangerous could a book be? I'm reading you can't stop me. I'm reading it. The first part of the book seems to deal with spells and incantations. It explains the Vurish sign and has instructions on how to make the power of Ubengazi. A long chapter is dedicated to a formula for mind transference. 5 hours pass. I'm very tired. Should I leave? Oh. Yeah, ooh. I want to stay and study the Necronomicon. But the whiskey deal's happening tonight. Whiskey or booze? Necronomicon or booze, which is... Oh, no. Fuck it. Oh, nothing? My tiredness affected my studies, damn it. I'm very hungry. Alright. We should probably go. I'm very hungry and very tired. And I have to go to that whiskey thing tonight. I want to stay and study the Necronomicon for the rest of the night, but I got stuff to do, so let's go get a meal. A delicious meal after reading the Necronomicon. Hey, my sanity went back up. Alright, is there anything I need while I'm here? I guess I could go get some sleeping pill. What can I buy? Can I ask this guy for a bulb? What if I buy a... No, that probably won't work. I was thinking maybe if I buy a flashlight I could use that to study without a bulb, but I have a feeling that's not going to work. No, there's nothing I really need there. I should go get some sleeping pills, though. I'm out of sleeping pills.
Good evening, sir.
Ooh. I would like to buy some medicinal alcohol.
Medicinal alcohol?
Yes, I'm suffering from... the thing... You know, you're not a doctor. Heart disease... epilepsy.
Oh my. Epilepsy is a serious condition, and alcohol is hardly the right treatment for that. You might even get more seizures doing that. I suggest you see a doctor who prescribed the right drugs for you.
I see. Shit.
Here's what we have.
No alcohol, but you'll sell me sleeping pills like no one's business. I wonder what drugs we could get from that man. Oh, Allison! Walter! Isn't this a surprise? Hello, Allison. Do you want to do something together? I have some free time. Maybe a cup of coffee. That sounds great. I could use a cup of coffee. Great. Let's get going then. Kill some time before the whiskey deal. Talk about hobbies and yeah, so what do you like to do in your spare time? Do you have any hobbies? Well, I like reading. It might sound boring, but I'm really into history. Not at all, it's a fine subject. Those who do not read history are doomed to repeat it. Well put. Yeah, I read it somewhere. I play the piano too. Just a little bit. It's to please my mother. But she thinks I have a natural gift for it, but I'm really not that great. And I'm more into jazz anyway than classical piano sonatas. Have you heard of the Basin Street Blues? I don't think so. Well, you should. You'll knock your socks off. This was nice, but I need to get going. See you around. Yeah, Walter doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who'd be into jazz. See if there's anything interesting. There's some leftover food here. My raccoon habits are paying off. There we go, 6 times. You got the money? Try and haggle. For the love of God, Walter, do not haggle. He will stab you. Sure, here's the $3. Here's the hooch. Enjoy responsibly. Heh. Goodbye. It was nice meeting you. I hope we... Oh, that was unpleasant. I don't like the look of him. Alright, let's... I don't want to disturb the residents without good reason. Okay, let's go home. We got booze. It's all part of my plan. What plan? Oh. Oh no. Well. You know what? I'm gonna ignore that. Get out of here. Huh? I'm very tired. Ooh, I've got 5 bootleg whiskey. 5 sleep? What if we combine the 2? What if we just combine the 2? That doesn't work. Oh, what do you mean that doesn't work? Of course it works. Should I take some sleeping pills? I should be okay though, just going to sleep, right? Should be fine just going to sleep. Oh. Fudge, she's back. Get out of here, old lady. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! I was trying to decide if that was going in a strangled to death in my bed way or a something more sensual. This place again. Now, unfortunately, my math is for shit, so I can't really do anything here. So I guess I'll read the book. Occult go up, sanity go down. I didn't get much sleep. I had restless dreams. There's an old hag again, clutching and clawing at my neck. That awful face. I can still see her hideous, fiendish expression. After that, I plunged into a roaring twilight abyss. Then the dream changed. I was inside the witch's hut again. I'm feeling a bit off. I guess I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I wonder why. What's my sanity at? We're fine. We're fine. I still haven't started the my exam stuff. I should work on my maths. For sure. Right, it is Wednesday morning. I should spend... Oh, I'm tired though. Let's go get some coffee and then study some maths. No new mill. I should also ask Alison if she wants to study this weekend. Coffee. Much better. I don't feel that tired anymore. And away we go. Right, first things first, to the library. We'll go find Alison, ask if she wants to study this weekend, because God knows I need it. I can use this to boost up my maths, because maths is going to be important. Have you seen Miss Whitman recently? I think I saw her going downstairs. Oh, okay. She's in the basement. Oh. While I'm here, let's look for that. There was something the fisherman talked about, some kind of rod, and I think Armitage said it was down here. Now, it was either in the Orne collection or the Arkham Historical Society. Let's try the Orne collection in 373. Oh, hey Alison, what a coincidence. Hello again. Hi, Walter. Hey, I read the first part of your essay. Huh? It was in the Miskatonic Inquirer. The Occult Science. That was his name, right? Yes, that's right. What did you think of it? Pretty strong arguments you made there, but you got me hooked. I can't wait for the next part. I'm curious to see if you can back up those wild claims of yours. How about studying together? You have Calculus D too? Uh-huh. Would you like to study together? Yes, let's do it again. Great. Same place, same time? Works for me. Alright. Saturday at the coffee house, midday. Agreed. And while I'm here, let's look for 37. There it is. Box is filled with files. It should take time to go through them. Yes, let's have a look. Search all the papers. Nothing interesting here. Okay. So it wasn't there. For the Marsh 141. Ha! I found the rod. What a curious looking thing that is. The shape reminds me of an automobile hand crank. It looks metal, but it's very light. I wonder what it's used for. Mine now. I'm exhausted. Alright. Oh yeah, no, it's late afternoon. Wait a minute. It's prohibited to take materials out of the archives. I might get in trouble if I borrow the rod. On the other hand, it might be useful. Yes, let's borrow the rod. I guess there's no harm if I borrow it for a while. Good thinking, Walter. Just gathering dust here in the archives. I'll return it back here as soon as I'm done with it. Oh no, my sanity. That's fine, we're at 6.5. That's plenty of sanity. That's more than enough sanity, it's fine. Right, we should head back home. I am exhausted. So, yeah. We're not going to get much studying done. But I have a plan. My plan is we're going to go talk to Joe. And we're going to offer Joe a celebratory drink from all his help, let's say. No answer. He must be at work. Bollocks. Nothing. Satiated, exhausted. I might as well grab something to eat while I'm here. Almost good as Aunt Margaret's cooking. Alright, now let's go home. Go talk to Joe and offer him a offer him a drink. As thanks for all the times he gave me wood. Not like that. Hi Walter. What's up? Awfully chipper. You know, Joe, I happen to have some corn whiskey. Whiskey? Would you like to have a drink? And maybe we could have a little chat while we're at it. Sure. Nothing like a good drink with good company. Let me just clean off the table here. Let's have some of that whiskey, shall we? Good idea. It's good for the blood flow, you know. Here, let me pour you a drink. Aren't you gonna have any? Not just now. Maybe a bit later. No. Here's to good company. Now, Jazwe. Ugh. Take it easy, there's no rush. Looks like the cup's empty. Whoa! This is good stuff. Starting to get a little woozy. Okay. Can you tell me about something about yourself? Like what? What do you do exactly? Where is it you're working? At the textile mill, near the waterfront. I repair the looms and make sure that they run smoothly. Been there for 7 or 8 years already. Can't remember anymore. Hellish job. They just keep spinning day and night, never resting. I was wondering about something different. Actually, let me pour you another drink. That drink went straight to his head. He was just down. One glug this time. Starting to get a little woozy. Right. Where does your family originally come from, if I may ask? Mrarowitz sounds East European to me. Poland. My grandparents still live there. My folks moved here looking for a better life. Mistake if you ask me. It ain't any easier here. They promised me a pay rise at the factory, but it's all just talk. And now I live in a dump like this. I was wondering about something different. I'm new to Arkham. I just moved here from Haverhill. Can you tell me anything about the city? Yeah. Let's learn about Arkham's history. Do you know much about Arkham's past? It's an old city. It was founded in the 17th century. At first, Arkham was just a trading post in the mouth of the Miskatonic River. Guess the good location, seaport, and the trade and the connections to the other towns made the town grow bigger. But ask your professors about that. I'm no history buff. Any places of interest? Do you have any tips on what to see and where to visit in Arkham?
Yeah, I don't get out that much. I work all day, come back and rest in the evening. On Sundays, I go to St. Celestis Church and hear Father Inwaki's sermon. After that, I may visit this fish market in Derby Street, or sometimes I go see a cinema show. And maybe a little sniffer every now and then. That's about it. You should check out the Arkham Gazette. There you can find some interesting activities around the city.
What about the hushed rumors of Arkham's dark past? Is there some truth behind those?
All places like Arkham have a long history. Many things have happened during the years. Some of it ain't good. Rich folks like to shy away from that stuff. We immigrants and poor folks still remembers what our grandparents told. Witches and wizards have always lived here, and some believe they're still around. University also attracts all kinds of strange folk to Arkham. Not referring to you, Walter. But the black boots stored in there should be burned, not studied. It's blasphemy if you ask me. And May Eve is closing in.
What do you mean about May Eve? What's so special about it?
It's best not to speak too much about those things. I'll tell you some time after. Pour me another, will you?
Sure. Let's wet your whistle. Alright. Let's ask about the house.
What about it?
What do you think of Miss Dombrowski?
She can be annoying. Always complaining about something or other. But she keeps the place running well enough. Her husband died a few years ago, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, had problems with the drink. We went out a few times together. Decent guy. So anyway, I help around the house every now and then.
I see. Do you know anything about the history of the boarding house? I've heard some interesting rumors about it.
It's a very old house for starters. It's built over 230 years ago. Can you imagine that? It's kind of queer that it's still standing. I think it should be torn down.
Why?
It's filled with too much history. You know what people call this house?
I've heard some rumors.
The Witch House.
Yes, I've heard something like that. Actually, that made me interested in the house in the first place.
It's dangerous business, Waller.
What do you mean?
If you're not careful, Kazay will get you.
Who?
Never mind. So, what do you want to know?
Let's change the topic for now. I think I need to get him a bit more drunk. Let's ask about the rats. There seems to be a rat problem here in the lodging house.
Yeah, damn pests. What about them?
Do you happen to know anything about the strange rat I saw in my room? It's a big one, and there's something wrong with it.
Haven't you heard the rumors? Brown Jenkins, its name. Sharp-toothed furry thing. It haunts this place and other places too. It comes to you in the black hours before dawn, when you're fast asleep. It titters and nuzzles and creeps to you and sinks its sharp teeth in your flesh. And when you wake up, you'll find human bite marks on your bare skin. Now, it's been away for 3 months. That's bad news. It's up to something. I think my head cleared up a bit.
I was wondering about something different. Why not have another drink, Joe?
Why not?
He's sobering up, so we need to get him drunk again. What is this Brown Jenkin actually? A big mutated rat?
Sure. You can convince yourself that it's only a rat. But if you look closely, you'll see its bearded, evil human face. And its small paws, like tiny human hands. It takes messages betwixt Keziah and the devil himself. It sucks at the witch's tit, and her blood nourishes it. It can speak all the languages known to man, and many of us too. It's the witch's familiar, but just as dangerous, or even more so. Stay away from it.
I think I've seen it.
Oh no!
In my room. I saw its face. I'm not sure if it was a dream or not. But it bit me. I know that for sure.
You must get out of here. Change the room at least. You should taste this stuff. Makes the room spin round, round, and round.
Let's ask him about...
It's just a big shabby old dump.
No, let's ask him about the dark rooms in Arkham. Or May Eve. What do you mean about May Eve? What's so special about it?
It's It's the witch's Sabbath. It's coming soon. Get away or they'll get you.
Right, I'll come back to this when you've calmed down. Okay, he's a little too drunk now. Let's ask about his warning. You mentioned something about my room earlier. You said they should get away from there. What did you mean?
Just get away. Find another room if you can. Mr. Dombrowski shouldn't have rented that old room. She's just after the money. Greedy old crone. You know what she...
Okay, relax, we'll get back to this later. Okay, he's too drunk. Let's ask him about the rats to kind of try and sober him up a little bit. Do you have any tips about how to get rid of the vermin?
Poison! Yes, that's the trick. Poison them all. They sell at the market. Goddamn expensive stuff, though. But if you know a thing or two about chemistry, you can make your own recipe.
I'm starting to get the feeling I should have done this earlier in the game.
Damn vermins. Pour me another one.
In a minute, there's no need to rush.
Huh. So, what do you want to know?
What did you mean about May Eve? What's so special about it?
It's a bad time to be in Arkham. Yeah, May Eve's closing in. Do you know what that means?
No, I don't think I do.
It means the witch's Sabbath is drawing near. In the old country, they called it Walpurgisnacht. And it's when hell's blackest demons roam the earth. When the slaves of Satan gather for their nameless rites. Most folks don't want to talk about it or think about it, but I've been here long enough to see it. Poor people suffer the most. Usually a child or two will disappear, never be found. And then, when the time comes, lock your doors and say your prayers, Walter. A fellow who stayed in your room vanished on May Eve. Now, a couple years ago. Mr. Dombrowski insists that he moved away, but I don't buy it. Who moves away without their luggage? May Eve is less than a month away. Mark the day, Walter. Prepare yourself.
I was wondering about something different. About this house. You mentioned something about my room earlier. You said I should get away from there. What did you mean?
Alright. I guess it's best that you know. A witch lived there. That room was the old crone's nest, where she stirred her witch's brew and had a colloquy with the devil. They say there's something special in that room that it helped the witch's spells. Something to do with the curves and the angles.
There is a strange slanting wall in the room.
Exactly. I don't know if the witch built it or if it was already there. Some say her ghost still lingers in that room. The old folk have seen her flitting here, walking through walls, clutching the necks of sleeping residents.
Who is this witch?
Be careful, and move away if you can.
Who's this witch you're talking about? You mentioned the name Kazea.
Keziah Mason was her name. She lived there in the late 17th century. They say she practiced her spells and brewed strange concoctions. She drew these weird symbols and markings, something to do with curves and such. Finally, she was brought to trial in Salem by Cotton Mather. Keziah told strange things to the judges under pressure.
What kinds of things?
Deals with the devil, the black man, and the secret meeting places here in Arkham. But before they were able to hang her, she escaped from the jail.
How is that possible?
Nobody knows. They say she had just vanished. Her cell was full of weird markings, painted with blood. But you know the weird thing?
Please tell.
Kazea's ghost still haunts this place. People have seen her in the recent years. Bent, old back, crooked nose, wearing old rags. It's impossible to mistake her.
Have you seen her?
Not me, but I've heard stories.
Well, I don't believe in ghosts. You're a fucking idiot, Walter.
Well, still better watch out. You see her run away. Stay away from her, Walter. Can't you see? May Eve's coming. Keziah and Brown Jenkins are after you. You must prepare yourself.
Slow down.
Get away from me if you can.
What is it these creatures want? To kill me?
No. It's much worse. They want your soul. Here, take this crucifix.
I'm not a religious person, but alright.
It'll protect you from the fiends. Hang it near your bed so the witch can't touch you.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Keep the lights on. They won't dare approach if they think you're awake. Alright, I'm gonna turn in now. Stay safe. Don't forget the crucifix.
Good night. Phew! That was quite the story. Of course, it was mostly just drunken fantasy, although, as much as I hate to admit it, some of it kind of stuck with me. May Eve is approaching. It might be wise to make some preparations just in case. Oh, my sanity, my occult, my sanity. Alright. We learned quite a lot, and we got a free crucifix, which is pretty great. I'll take that. I don't want to. Can we put the crucifix up there? Alright. Good spot for Joe's crucifix. I'll remove the empty frame, put this here instead. Just to please Joe. Of course. It's a beautiful piece of handcraft. Yeah, it kind of fits there. I guess it can't do any harm. Getting my sanity back slowly. Let's go see if we've got a light bulb from Mr. Umbowski.
Coming? Yes, what is it now?
Do you have the new light bulb for me, my room yet?
Yes, I have it now. I'll go get it. Stupid piece of shit. Here. There. You're fit, young man, so you can replace it yourself, right?
Alright, I'll change it myself then. Maybe you can help me with something.
Was it now?
Do you know the James Keziah Mason or Brown Jenkins? They mean anything to you?
No.
Are you?
Next question.
I see. Suspicious. Do you have another room I can switch to?
Why? What's the problem?
I think there's something wrong with my room. It's difficult to explain.
Have you been talking to Merowitz?
Yes, but
He's a superstitious drunk and a fool. You shouldn't talk to him. Anyway, we're full.
what about room number 2? I haven't seen anyone going in and out there.
It's already rented. A young man shall be moving in there shortly.
I see.
So if you don't like it, you have to find another place to stay.
Can I get back my advance payment? My aunt already paid?
No.
Great.
Or is that all?
Yeah, I suppose it should be. Bye.
Goodbye. Piece of shit.
I heard that. She knows something. The fact that she wouldn't say anything about Keziah Mason and Brown Jenkins, like immediately. She didn't even say, oh, I have no idea. No. Just immediately shut it down. Very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. And on that, we shall leave it there. We've learned some things. We have less than a month. We have like I have a month before May Eve, whatever that entails. But we'll see what exactly that is next time. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I have to go now because it's 4 AM and doing Joe's voice has killed my throat. So I'll hopefully see you next time, and don't have any nightmares. Good night.